these kids because they're awesome. I'd also personally like to thank all the coaches who have given their time in the summers to be here. This game literally would not be possible without their involvement. I say this every single year. We'll get another group of kids in next year, we'll get families, we'll get those people, but there's only so many schools in the UP, and there's only so many coaches out there. And when I see these same guys, giving their time over and over every single year, every couple of years, this is why this game goes. I'll organize it as long as we have that type of interest, and to see coaches do it year in and year out, they really are the most important part of this. So let's give all those coaches a hand tonight. Questions have come up regarding all the pictures that have been taken throughout the week. I've been posting some of those on Facebook as much as I can. As soon as this is all done, there's a special picture website that will have all those on there. We had a professional photographer at the youth camp last night. They'll be at the game also tomorrow, so there's literally going to be thousands of pictures out there, so we'll put them on that Shutterfly website. They're free to anybody who wants to download them, so feel free. I'll get that notice out there. I'll post that out there when that is done. We're also going to be videotaping the game tomorrow. That'll be posted on the All-Star Game YouTube channel, so that'll be out there too for anyone to see. So TV6 is recording it for us, and we'll get that posted as well, so anybody who wants to watch that who didn't get a chance to can do that. On the website, we'll also list, I'll post it on Facebook and such, we'll get that out to everybody. If there's people that aren't here, you can stream it on the radio tomorrow, so if there's people that can't make it to town, you can listen to it on the radio, and you can stream it online as well. So, I'm also happy to report at the beginning of the week, we've got a lot going on this week. On Monday we did our food drive, so thanks to you and all the generosity of your communities. We took in over 1,500 pounds of food for the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry. They were super grateful for that. They were getting a little bit low. Summer's kind of a tough time for them, so they were very happy with that. Along with the food drive, we had some other activities such as the Skills Challenge on Wednesday, and then last night we had a youth camp in the Dome. The Skills Challenge winners are as follows. Let's have you guys just stand up and just hold your applause until the very end, until everybody's stood up here. But guys, if you hear your name called, go ahead and stand up. Skills Challenge winners are as follows. Dryden Nelson from Calumet and Lucas Maxon from Iron Mountain were the fastest overall and the fastest lineman. Chance Bridgers from Hancock and Ryan LaPlante from the Sioux had the most bench press reps. Chance's 25 reps on the bench press was good enough for second all-time on our record list. Hunter Putcher from Gladstone had the furthest throw, 58 yards, which was good enough also for second all-time. Bretton Bellinger from Negaunee won the punt contest. Toby Wilcox from Kingsford had the longest field goal. Justin Matusowick from Ironwood had the best hands for the non-lineman, and George Eddington from Pickford won the receiver challenge for the lineman. Those are your Skills Challenge winners. Every year there's always like the pronunciations of names and stuff. I always have to ask everybody, multiple times. It's kind of difficult because I got to give it to the radio guys and the PA announcers and stuff. And I feel like Hunter, I feel like he just pulled a George Costanza on me, like he's trying to tell me his own nickname. I said, seriously, how do you want people to announce your name tomorrow? He said, yeah, just call me Pudge. So I'm like, okay, so I feel like he just gave himself his own nickname, and nobody else is in on the joke, but that's how he told me to pronounce it. So there you go. All right, Thursday, the players and coaches put on a youth camp at the Dome for the area kids. Huge lesson of All-Star Week is giving back, and last night's youth camp was a clear example of that. The players did great, and it's not very difficult to understand that these All-Star players sitting here today were those young kids not too long ago. To get our players motivated to do that wasn't very hard. By giving those kids their energy and passion, they're helping keep UP football strong in years to come. Those kids come to the Dome to see their heroes, and they did not leave disappointed last night. Someday, they're going to be sitting right here, and in a small way, you guys contributed to that. So make sure when you get out there and coach and whatever you guys do, remember that there's those people that looked up to you and help that next generation. So you guys did a great job last night. And I'm looking forward, hopefully someday, to seeing some of those kids here as well, and hearing what a great experience they had last night because of you guys. Okay. Throughout this process, there were 49 players that raised extra fundraising, so they were able to receive bonus gear and the rings that were given out before. Those extra amounts not only get them some extra gear, but they help us to achieve our donations that we do every single year. So thanks to those players, this year our donations, we're going to be able to donate to 3 separate schools this year. We donate $1,000 directly to those school football programs, which they can use for whatever they want. Uniforms, their youth program, weight room, whatever they want to use it for, as long as it benefits their football team, they can do that. And so this year, Ironwood, Norway, and then Mid-Penn is starting their football program up here this next fall, and so they're also getting that donation, and I'm sure it's going to be well used for them. Yep. In addition to the donations, we do some other stuff too. So you guys saw the pictures and everything that were out there. So the black team is wearing Houghton jerseys for the week, and the red team is wearing Lakeland and Hubble jerseys. So those are going to go obviously to those schools. So at the end of the week, we buy those brand new at the beginning of the week, and then those are going to go to those programs so they can use them for whatever they want, practice or their JV or freshman teams or whatever. They've got 40-some jerseys for each of those schools. The footballs that we use, we buy a brand new set of footballs every year, 12 footballs on each side, and the 2 head coaches of each team take those back to their program. So Menominee is going to get 12 footballs for their program, and then Ishpeming is going to get 12 footballs for their program, because Joe Noah is the head coach of the red team and George Nemia is the coach of the black team, so they're going to get those footballs. There's 2 players that I'd like to recognize, and if you guys can stand up for me, I'm just going to talk about you for just a couple seconds here. And they are Colt Glasheen from North Dickinson from the red team, and Timmy Bendick from Forest Park for the black team. Timmy and Colt raised the most money on each of their respective teams. Okay? All players are required to raise $600. So they've gotten out in their community and raised their money. These 2 guys went way above and beyond in their community, raised way more than even the bonus amounts dictated. You want a ring, you have to raise so much money there. In fact, Timmy raised well over $2,000 for us, and so because of that, yeah, that literally makes this possible. Because of these 2 guys, we're able to donate to those schools. So as a thank you from all of us and from the rest of your teammates and everything, you guys are each going to get one of those autographed balls over there. So you're going to get a ball signed by all your teammates and coaches, and so will you. So when we're all done here, you guys can pick those up. Okay? Okay, I also want to recognize George Nemi from Ishpeming and Joe Noah from Menominee, the 2 All-Star Game head coaches, for taking on this head coaching role for their respective All-Star teams. I presented them each with a ring, with one of the All-Star rings, commemorating this involvement. The position takes a lot of hard work, a lot of research, a lot of organization, a lot of preparation, and in return, they get nothing. They get nothing other than what we give them here, our thanks and gratitude and the experience of the week. And again, I hope that those rings, in some small way symbolize or remind us, in them of that week and what it was and what it meant for this particular year. And again, these are 2 guys who have done this multiple times. This is not a one and done for any of them, and I doubt it'll be the last time they're here. These guys have given to this event in this game quite a bit. So thank you for me personally, but let's give them another thank you. Okay, this is year 15. This is the 15th year we've been doing this. So I guess we can do little numbers, couple notable numbers. After 15 years, every single school football program has been represented in this game at multiple times. Every single school has received that $1,000 donation at one point or another. And last year we started that process over. So the 3 schools that got drawn this year then will get taken out of that drawing, and then there'll be 2 or 3 new schools next year that get drawn. And so then you're out of the drawing until every single school in the UP gets that donation. And so we've already done that. We've made it through all 40 schools, and now we've started over again. So everybody's gotten that. We're well on our way to giving the practice jerseys and the balls and all those things to all these different schools. So in 15 years, it's been a lot. There have been 1,000, including this class right here, there's been 1,327 players who played in this game, and 94 coaches have coached in this game. So those are some big numbers. The game overall in the various donations and whatnot, it's over $130,000 in 15 years. So with the jerseys and the money and all that other stuff, and that's directly because of you. It's because of the community and the support that you guys give this event, and that the community supports you and these players. It's because of that. So I'm super happy about that, and I'm happy to report that after 15 years, I think we're doing okay. All right, lastly, I want to thank these 3 guys over here in the front row, goofing around. This is, go ahead, stand up, guys. Caden and Carson Feinstein, and then my son Tanner. Brought these guys from home. Caden and Carson are 2 guys that I train at home. I'm a physical therapist and a trainer. I train them at home. They're good friends of ours, and Caden's been coming up for quite a number of years, helping me out during the week. And Carson's up 2 now, and then my son Tanner. These guys run around and do all my kind of leg work, so they make it so that I don't have to take as many steps or carry as many boxes and things like that. So, you know, if they weren't here helping me out, I'd be a lot grumpier throughout the week. So thank you guys, I really appreciate it. Okay, lastly, I want to thank my wife Jody. She's right over there, Jody. Obviously, you guys know, if you're football guys, you know, football coaches, you know, that the reason that we're allowed to do this is because they allow us to do this. So, you know, back in 2008, you know, before Tanner and before any of this stuff, when I said, you know, I came back from a combine in the dome, I said, you know what, I think I want to start an all-star football game, like just for UP kids. She's like, you know, you live in Madison, you know that, right? And like, why would you do that? So it's only because, you know, of her that we can do this. This is here. So she lets me do this. So thank you. Okay, that always happens every year. Okay, black team, let's have you guys come on up. All right, you guys, hey, stay quiet and stay up against the wall so these people can see, okay? All right, the head coach for the black team, I don't know how many times, George, have you done this, but it's a lot. It's been a lot. It's my friend, George Nemi from Ishpeming.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. Just want to thank my wife, you know, because like Todd said, she lets me do this, so thanks, Ann. Appreciate that. These coaches to the right of me here, you know, thanks for agreeing to be on staff and putting up with me and showing up every day. We appreciate that. It doesn't go unnoticed. To all the players over here and over here, you know, wish you all the best. What, you know, to the parents, great group of kids. I mean, we got in here, we got our work done, had fun. Everybody came in, did what they needed to do. It's just been a great week. It's been a fun week. You know, and to think about this, and I think Todd mentioned this already. You know, we got 15 years of this, okay? So 15 years, you know, the people in the UP, the parents, the family had the opportunity to get one more chance to watch their kids play the game that they love. You know, and that's because of Todd and Jody, you know, and you know, their helpers. And you know, we get that opportunity, and it just doesn't go unnoticed. And you know, Todd mentioned you know, getting a ring for coaching. I just enjoy being here. I love being a part of this. It's just a great experience. I hope these athletes have a great experience and a great game tomorrow. And you know, again, Todd and Jody, thank you for everything you do for the UP, giving us one last memory. And it's been fun. It's always a great week. And to all the athletes, have a great game tomorrow. And to the parents, enjoy. Thank you for coming out. You raised some good kids, some hard-working, coachable, athletic kids. So thank you. At this point, I want to introduce my fellow coach from Ishpeming, Jeff Olson. And that's all I got. Thank you. Enjoy the game tomorrow.
Hey, good. You know, it amazes me. This All-Star game, this event, you know, that Todd and Jody started 15 years ago. They don't have something like this, and they never used to have something like this in the UP. They had a state All-Star game. You get maybe one person from the UP. So for this event to happen and to be so successful for so many years because of two people, it amazes me how well it's run. It amazes me how fun it is for the kids, for the coaches, and what a great experience for the fans, the parents. So again, a huge thank you for Todd and Jody for sticking their neck out and doing providing our athletes in the UP, our football players in the UP, to be recognized one more time for the hard work, commitment, the dedication that they've put in, and just to be able to showcase their abilities. But not only that, learn lifetime lessons and make lifetime friends through this. So again, thank you, Todd. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Carson, Caden, Ken. And because of that, you know, this is my, I don't even know, what is it, Todd, 11, 12, whatever time that I've been coaching, and that's the reason. Okay, because it's such a great, you talk about giving back, and we want these kids, because this is the best of the best, folks, in the UP. This is the best of the best, and hopefully that they understand that, you know, they've been given this opportunity. They've been blessed with the ability, they've been blessed with, you know, what they've achieved at their school, and hopefully they'll give back in the future like Todd and Jody gave back. With that, one last thing to you parents for raising these great kids, not only great football players, but great kids. So that's the reason we can do this. So with that, I'd like to introduce one of our assistant coaches who played in this game not too long ago, 2019. Going to be a great football coach, hopefully, if things go right, maybe the future of Ishpeming football. But being a young kid on our staff, we decided as coaches that if for some reason things go bad tomorrow, that's the one you blame. So I'd like to introduce Gavin Sundberg.
Thank you. So tomorrow, if you see anybody pointing at me, that's the reason why. But same thing, I'd like to just thank everybody for being here. Thank you parents for raising such great kids. Thank you players for making this such an easy, fun week. And thank you coaches for making this an easy week as well, because this doesn't happen without any of you guys. So I appreciate every single one of you here. With that being said, I'd like to introduce Tyler Thomas from Ontonagon. He coaches our offensive line.
Hello. It's been a great week. I was able to play in this game in 2014, and I've been able to tell some of the boys some of the great stories that I've been able to remember from that game. So, guys, this is one moment that you guys will remember for the rest of your lives, because this has been a great experience, and I hope you guys have had that too. I want to thank my girlfriend, Nicole. I've been the head coach for Ontonagon for just 2 years. It's been a learning process. A lot of film, a lot of scouting, a lot of creating plays. it's a lot of hours, and she's kind of had to pull or deal with me, and but she's been my rock. So thank you, Todd, Jody. Thank you guys so much. Being able to coach in this, even though 8 years later, or 8 years before I was a player, it's been very rewarding. Thank you, coaches, for everything, and then players. You guys have been awesome. So thank you. I'd like to introduce, he's the Principal Athletic Director and Coach at West Iron County. This is Mike Baretti.
Again, I'd like to thank all the players for a great week. The parents, you've done a great job raising your children. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks Todd, Jody, all the coaches. It's a fun experience. I've enjoyed coming up here for a few years now, and I look forward to every year, and hopefully tomorrow we're going to have a great football game. I'd like to introduce our defensive coordinator from Westwood, Brad Wilginen.
I'd like to echo all the thank yous that our previous coaches have given out. Todd and Jody, thank you for real for continuing to provide this opportunity for our football players up here. Going into the week, it's interesting after doing this quite a few times that you wonder if it's going to lose its luster, if it gets old. But when these guys hit the field with excitement and enthusiasm, and they start to bond, and then you see them accept coaching from people they don't even know, it just proves how special the week is, and it just recharges your batteries. It really is a special thing. This year's kind of special too. I don't know if you know, it's kind of a theme game. The nominee has all their the nominee coaches have all their players on their team, and we have all the Westwood players on our team. That's something different they've done, and after a very special season that we had at Westwood, it's pretty cool to have one more hurrah. Get into them one more time, chew their butts a little bit, razz them a little bit. It's been fun. So, and with that, I will give it up to another fellow Westwood coach, Eli Wolf.
This is my second time doing this game, and I kind of have the perspective of doing it in back-to-back years. The first time I did this game, it was more about X's and O's. It was about how you going to do on Saturday. Going consecutive years, I think it's made me realize just the memories, the connections, the friendships that all you guys have made through the week. And I want to say thank yous for allowing me to coach you, and thank you for being a little part of my life this week. So with that, I'm rooting for you guys tomorrow. We're going to have a good day, I think. And with that, I would like to introduce the Black Team All-Stars.
Hello everyone. This is my roommate, Kaiden Zapolnik. He went to Houghton High School. His plans after high school is to play football at Finlandia and major in physical therapy. He has 3 siblings, Xander, Faya, and Willa. His favorite pro football team is the Packers. His hobbies include weightlifting and drinking protein shakes. His favorite movie is Pain and Gain. His favorite musical band is Metallica. And he told me first day he's going to be a future meathead.
My roommate this past week was Dawson DeLonchamp, aka Double D from Ishpeming. His plans after high school are to attend NMU for HVAC. He has 2 siblings, Jessup and Caleb. His favorite football team is the Lions. His hobbies include hunting and fishing. His favorite movie is Step Brothers, and his favorite musician is Zach Bryan.
Hello. My roommate that I had for this week is named Tim McKissick. He is 19 years old, and he is from Crystal Falls Forest Park. I have been friends with Tim since he moved to Forest Park during my freshman year of high school. After high school, he plans on going right into the workforce. He is going to be playing wide receiver and defensive back during the All-Star game. Some fun facts about Tim is that his favorite football moment was beating Ontonagon in double overtime. His favorite professional sports team is the Steelers, and his favorite professional player was Troy Polamalu.
Hello. I was partnered with Timmy Bendick for the week. I've spent school with him since I came freshman year. In high school, he participated in football, basketball, track, and baseball. He will be attending NMU and will be majoring in pre-med. His favorite moment in football is when we won against Lake Linden, in our first playoff game after losing to them the first time. His favorite NFL team is the Green Bay Packers, and his favorite professional athlete is Russell Westbrook. His hobbies are basketball, weightlifting, and video games. The music artist that he likes the most is Kanye West, and his role model is his father. Thank you.
My roommate is Thomas Udd, also known as Big Tom. He is from Bessemer High School. He's going to be playing fullback, number 61. His favorite NFL team is Green Vikings. His favorite athlete is Brett Favre.
My roommate's name is Chance Bridgers. He went to school at Jeffers. He's going to Finlandia University to major in PTA and sports management. As well as playing for football there, he will be playing nose guard there for the game. His number is 97.
This is Chance Carlson. Chase Carlson. This is Chase Carlson. He's from Norway. He plays linebacker for us. And his favorite drink is milk. Let's see here. He's going to Finlandia for football. Actually, he's majoring in criminal justice. And he's got 2 sisters. I don't know their names. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
So this is my roommate, Jesse Duran. He's our wide receiver. He's going to Mid-Michigan to play basketball. He played basketball, football, and tennis in high school. And he's going for exercise science. His favorite drinks, Diet Coke. And his favorite food is wings.
My roommate for the week was Wyatt Rapp. He's from North Central High School, and he's going to play football at Alma College and major in athletic training. His favorite football moment was winning the state championship twice, back to back. He has 5 siblings, and his favorite football team is the Chicago Bears. His favorite professional athlete is Saquon Barkley and A.J. Dillon. He enjoys swimming, fishing, and lifting.
All right, and my roommate for the week was Lucas Tappy. He graduated from Kingsford High School, and he will be attending St. Norbert's to play football, and he will be majoring in natural science. His nickname's Tappy. He has a brother and a sister. He likes to play Xbox, and his favorite sports team is the Lions. His favorite movie quote is, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid." His favorite musical group is One Direction, and his favorite superhero is the Hulk.
Hello, this is my roommate, Eric Edwards. He graduated from Newberry High School. He plans to go into the workforce after high school. He has one older brother, and he enjoys hunting, fishing, and trapping.
This is my roommate, Nico Gibolina. He graduated from Stevenson High School. He's going into the workforce after high school, and he's got one brother, one sister. His hobbies are hunting, fishing, and lifting weights.
My roommate was Zach Beckman. He attended Westwood High School, graduated, hopefully. And he attends he's going to attend Michigan State for engineering. His nickname is Bex. He has two brothers. He's the middle child, a younger brother that is 10, and an older brother that is 21. He unfortunately likes the Packers. And his favorite movie is The Dark Knight.
My roommate this week was Chris Ricker from Marquette Senior High School. Next year he's going to go to NMU for pre-med. He has a younger brother, 15. He's a bandwagon because he's a Rams fan. His favorite movie is Kung Fu Panda. He wrote down a long quote, but I don't want to read all that, so I'm not gonna. And his favorite superhero is also Batman.
My roommate for the week was Owen Beauchamp. He's a wide receiver, graduated from Marquette. He plans to attend Northern Michigan University next fall and play football there. His hobbies include working out, going to the beach, and hanging out with friends.
My roommate is Lenny Bjorn from Calumet. He's a defensive lineman. After high school, he plans on attending Vilgivic for a welding program they got there, and then after he's going to go out west and work on the pipelines. He has 8 brothers and 3 sisters, and he likes a snowmobile and 4-wheel.
My roommate name was Carl Peterson. He graduated from Gwynn High School. His plans after high school is to work at the Tilden mine. He has one little brother. His favorite pro team is the Green Bay Packers. And the thing he likes to do other than play football is hunt.
This is my roommate, Terrell Rowley. He graduated from Escanaba High School. He plans on becoming a welder after high school. And his favorite football team is 49ers, and favorite professional athlete is Terrell Owens, and his hobby is fishing.
Alright, my roommate was Eli Ostermeyer from Lawrence. He's playing quarterback for us this week. His nickname is Big E, and his favorite professional athlete is Lucas Tappy. He likes to hunt, fish, and lift, and his favorite musical group was Queen.
My roommate this week was Zach Carlson. People call him Z. He goes to Westwood. He played running back for them for a while. He beat us bad every single year we played against him. Never really got a good shot against him. It's bad. His favorite athlete is also Lucas Tappy. And his favorite memory in football was winning districts.
My roommate this week was Jacob Davey. He graduated from Sault Ste. Marie High School. He plans on attending Elma College after to go into business, and he's going to play on the football team there. He's playing quarterback for us, and he has one older brother.
This is Spencer Harbaugh. He's playing guard for us. He graduated from Westwood High School. Plans on going to the Army afterwards, and he said his favorite memory was being with me.
This is my roommate, Deshaun Allen. He went to high school at Lawrence. He's going to Central next year to study pre-medicine to become a surgeon. He enjoys weightlifting and watching movies, and his favorite football team is the Lions.
My roommate was Gavin Dawson, formerly known as G-Doss. He's a cool kid when you get to know him. My first encounter with G-Doss was when we played him this year. I was running the ball and I did a spin move.
The next thing you know, I opened my eyes and he was right there. He then detached my helmet from my shoulder pads, I swear to God. But he's going to NMU for construction management, and he is allergic to peanuts. My roommate was Jacob Mackey. He went to Manistee, and he is continuing on to Finlandia to play football and study management and entrepreneurship. Little fun fact is he knows how to fly a plane.
Kind of like it up here. This is my roommate Luke Olson. He just went to Westwood. He played middle linebacker for them, or inside linebacker. I thought he was pretty cool. First impression, shook my hand, said nice to meet you. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I think it's really cool that he races snow machines in the winter. And I totally forgot what I was going to say about him. I need a minute.
You like it up there, right?
He went to Westwood, and he'll be going to Northern Michigan University this fall for electrical engineering and technology. So I hope that gets him going.
This is my roommate, Drew French. He went to Engadine High School, and he plans to attend Michigan Tech for engineering. His favorite sports moment was going 8-1 as a sophomore. He was a valedictorian, and his favorite team was the Lions.
I am here today to introduce my all-star teammate, Eric Abramson. You may also know him as Buddy Rue. Eric attended Ewan Trout Creek and co-opted football with Ontonagon. His two siblings, Paul and Melissa. His favorite football team is the Packers, and his hobbies include lifting, sports, and fishing. It was great to have him on the team.
I was roomed with Alexander Schlem of Marquette. Tough last name for me to get out of my mouth. He's one of our old linemen this year. He has two brothers. He's a big Packers fan apparently, which I won't hold against him. And he enjoys hunting and fishing.
So this is Carter Kippola. He's got two brothers. He's from Calumet, and he likes the Lions. I probably enjoyed my snoring a little bit every night, and he's going to Gogebic for electrical engineering.
My roommate was Brenton Bellinger. He graduated from Nagani. He's going to Northern for construction management. His nickname is Belly. Best football moment was winning districts. He has one brother. Favorite football team is Detroit Lions. Favorite professional athlete is Calvin Johnson. His hobby is hanging out with friends and going camping.
My roommate was Hunter Pucci. He graduated from Gladstone High School, and after high school he will be studying criminal justice. His favorite football memory was beating Escanaba. His favorite football team is the Green Bay Packers, and his favorite player is J.J. Watt. Some of his hobbies are hunting, fishing, and hanging out with friends.
This is my roommate, Marcus Bose. He's from Westwood. He plans to go to Lake State for kinesiology. His best football moment, he said, was winning district senior year, and his favorite football team is the Rams.
My roommate
roommate to the left of me, his name is Ben Tampus from Lakeland and Hubble. He plans to attend Gogebic Community College to study business entrepreneurship. His favorite football moment was scoring 5 touchdowns against Ontonagon. And his favorite pro team is the Vikings.
My roommate is Paul Sturos. He's from Calumet High School, and he plans on attending Gogebic for business. His favorite professional football team is the Lions. He plays football, hockey, and golf, and his favorite hobbies are water skiing and fishing.
My roommate is McCabe Swanson. He's from Manistee. His future plan is to enter the workforce. His nickname is Big Swan. His favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys, and his hobbies are playing basketball and fishing.
My roommate for the week was John Robinson. John graduated from Sioux Area High School. He plans to attend Lake Superior State in the fall for mechanical engineering. His best football moment, he told me, was playoffs. He has 3 sisters and a brother. His favorite pro football team is Blue Mountain State. His hobbies include snowboarding. His favorite movie is Moana, and his favorite movie quote is "You told me not to think" by Rooster. Sorry, his favorite superhero is Deadpool.
My roommate was Marcus Sutherland. He attended Lake Linden Hubble. He plans to go to Michigan Tech for mechanical engineering. He has 2 sisters and 1 brother. His favorite pro NFL team is the Green Bay Packers. Mid. His favorite professional athlete is Jackie Moon. His hobbies are working out, playing sports, and working. Favorite movie, Happy Gilmore. Favorite quote, I'm kind of a big deal. Ron Burgundy.
So my roommate this week was Victavian Hansen. He went to Westwood. He plans on going to NMU for their HVAC program. His nickname is Tay. He has 2 sisters. His favorite football team is the Saints. He also enjoys hunting, fishing, dirt biking in the summer, and snowmobiling in the winter.
My roommate this week was Connor Rinamaki. Graduated from Newberry High School. Plans on going to Finlandia University to play football and pursue physical therapy. He has 1 sibling, a sister, and his favorite football player is Bo Jackson.
My roommate this week was Dryden Nelson. He graduated from Calumet High School. He plans on going to Michigan Tech to study kinesiology and play football there. His favorite pro athlete is Tyreek Hill. He enjoys playing sports, hunting, fishing, and hanging out with friends.
My roommate was Trevor Simon from Marquette. He plans to attend NMU and major in entrepreneurship. His favorite pro team is the Packers. His hobbies are hunting, fishing, and weightlifting. And a fun fact about him is that he's left-handed.
Those are your black team all-stars. Red team. Black team players, let's go. Come sit down and stop eating. Yeah, you guys can eat whatever is left afterwards. Literally, anything that's left over you can eat. Okay, I would like to introduce the head coach from Menominee, Joe Noah.
Hey, welcome everyone. Obviously an event this large requires a lot of work and cooperation. So Todd and Jody, phenomenal people, not only have organizational skills, but they're just nice people and care for people. So I really appreciate working alongside them. Parents, let's face it, when you coach, and there's a great article on the 5 stages of coaching, and I'm in my 5th stage. So, and I'm also a parent, a dad. I got three boys and a daughter, and I just think about when you give your child over to a coach, the enormity of the responsibility that takes. I'm just humbled by it because we want to do well for your son. We do. We don't always get it right. But I just thank you so much, for all the parents that have allowed coaches to nurture and cultivate their son. So thank you. The guys this week have been phenomenal. So kudos to you for raising unselfish, hardworking young people. And one of the coaches made a great point about they don't really know us, but they have been coachable. Huge thing, huge, and I really appreciate that as well. So more on them later. Okay, coaches. I have a couple. We had a wedding tonight back in Green Bay with some of our coaches, so we apologize for that. But Coach Dave Matthews, our defensive coordinator, he's not here. Mason Cooley and Chad Brandt had to go, but they'll be back tomorrow. But we also have Coach Lucas Chenard and Coach Dave Clark, and I'll introduce them in a minute when they have to talk about some things. But more thank yous. My wife is currently driving. I have twins that are 2 and a 4-year-old toddler in a van right now, rolling up here. So I appreciate her immensely, and what all the other gentlemen said about thinking we can't do it without them. So much appreciated there. This week, when I took the All-Star lead job, it's like, okay, look at the positions. We gotta call coaches. How good is this guy? And all the coaches are great in hometowns. Yeah, he's great. He can run, he can catch, all that stuff. And you're like, okay, that's great. You have your little assessment period as a coach, and then we drafted everybody. And then after you draft people, you're like, okay, now where do we put them, right? And there were phone calls that had to be made and texts that were done on my end about, hey, do you mind playing a different position? And if you're really selfish, you get angry, and you can kind of tell as a coach after a while, but I had to call and text some people, and they just, coach, wherever you need me. Once again, a beautiful thing, because ultimately when they get into the workforce and they have to work a job they may not like, they're a team player. So I want you to know that about the red team. A lot of guys are playing out of position that they played in high school for 4 years, and they're playing a position that's going to help their team try to win. This week, we cried a little bit, we laughed a lot, we prayed a little bit, and we just came together as a group, I felt. There's some funny guys on this group, I'll tell you. We got a new chant, the Ric Flair chant. Hopefully Johnny Hansen can do it when he gets up here. I hope he's not too nervous. Well, it was John Hansen, never nervous, no, right? So, with that, this has been fun. This has been great. We're making memories as young people, as coaches, and hopefully, I like one thing about the black team. I love you, Packer fans. Good job. You are smart. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to hand the mic over to Coach Lucas Chenard, who in Menominee he's now a varsity coach, head JV coach. He's a head girls basketball coach in Menominee. Does a great job. So Coach Lucas Chenard.
Hello everyone.
First off, thank you, Todd and Jody, for this wonderful opportunity, this game. It's a fabulous event for these boys and the parents and families. This being my first year, I kind of really didn't know what to expect. You know, you get all these different young men from different communities, and you never know how they're gonna react to each other, how they're gonna come together. And you know, with me, my room where it was situated, I was right next to the lounge. And the first couple nights, it was very quiet. You know, you didn't see much. You would see a couple guys here or there just kind of hanging out. And I'll back up. First off, I was lucky enough to bring my son Kiefer with me. And these boys really embraced him. You know, he's 11. So at 11, you're kind of that squirrely little kid that can be annoying at times. And he definitely, by Thursday, he was that kid. But these guys were really great with him. And he was able to make, you know, memories that he'll remember for the rest of his life. So I want to say thank you to you guys for really being good to him. And like I said, it's memories that he'll remember for the rest of his life. So anyways, by the time Wednesday night came, I was doing some laundry. It's midweek. I gotta bring home some clean clothes. Otherwise, the wife's gonna be upset at home. You know, she's got to do all this laundry. So I'm doing laundry, and that lounge was packed with kids. It was so great to see. I think there was a poker table in back. I don't know how much stakes were being thrown, how much money, but it was nice to see. I knew the hockey game was going on as well. And you know, the hockey game was getting kind of intense towards the end there. And there was a lot of hooting and hollering at one point in time. And my son woke up. He was kind of nodding on and off. And what's going on over there? I go, hey man, they're coming together. They're coming together as a group. So it was really nice to see. You've raised wonderful, coachable young men. Since day one, they really were coachable, and that's what really makes this experience very memorable for me. The coachable young men that we do have, and like the togetherness that they were able to bring throughout the course of the week. So, thank you, gentlemen. And with I'll introduce our assistant coach, Dave Clark.
Well, this is my first year doing it, and like I didn't know what to expect, like any of the Lucas or any of the other coaches, but it was one of the greatest moments I've ever had as a coach. Like seeing a bunch of different kids come from different teams and all merge together and unify, and it was really great. Like even the first day they put the pads on, like to watch them be able to hit each other, like it was truly amazing. Like the group, it was some of the most fun I've ever had as a coach in my life. Like, thank you guys. Like I really, like it was amazing. And parents, like you guys did a really good job raising your kids, like all the rest of them said. And I really appreciate like the time and everyone that let me come here and enjoy the moments that I have. And I brought my son too. I mean, it means a lot to him to be here, and you know, hopefully he'll learn a lot from watching you guys play. And I really appreciate it. So thank you. And this is the Red All-Star team. So.
This is my boy, Daniel Barnes. His nickname is Barney. His favorite color is purple, you know, dinosaur. He has 4 siblings. He's going to tech to psychology. Yeah. His favorite football team, the Rams bandwagon. That's pretty much it.
My roommate was Zach Frusty. He went to Superior Central, and he is our defensive cornerback. He's not planning to go to college, but he's planning on going to trade school. His favorite hobbies are snowboarding, and like some interesting facts about him is he's actually adopted. So with that, he has 12 siblings, and he started playing football his freshman year.
My roommate is Bodie Bonovitz from Nagani. He's our right tackle right now, but next year he's going to NMU to play D-line. He is currently undeclared on his major. He's got 2 younger brothers, and he also played track in high school.
roommate, EJ Suggett. He's from Rudyard, and this is also his third All-Star game of the year. He also went to the baseball and basketball All-Star game, and he's going downstate to play baseball and study finance.
I had the pleasure to room with Lucas Maxon. He plans on attending Michigan Tech and pursuing a degree in engineering. He has one other sibling, and a fun fact about him, he has 6 wisdom teeth, which I never heard of.
This is my roommate, Jaden Borstep. He's from Michigan. He has 2 sisters, is a Lions fan, and is either going to NMU or Gogebic for college. And a fun fact about him is he is the 7th all-time UP high school boys basketball leading scorer.
This is my roommate, Coco Sheen. He's from North Dickinson. He's going to trade school in Wisconsin. He's going to be a welder. His nickname is Colt 45. He has 6 siblings, and he's a linebacker sometimes. His favorite football team is the Packers, as it should be. Some of his hobbies are hunting, fishing, riding dirt bikes, playing football and basketball, and his favorite superhero is Iron Man.
Alright, so this is my roommate, Justin Matuzwick. He's a running back from Ironwood. He's going to study exercise science at Eau Claire. His nickname is Zeebs. His favorite music artist is Lil Baby, and his hobbies are lifting and hanging out with friends.
Hi, this is my roommate, Brett Boudre. He's from Gladstone. He graduated this year, obviously. He graduated 3rd in his class, and he will be going to Grand Valley State University to study pre-med. And he loves to play sports. He's a wrestler and a football player, obviously again. And the first night when we were hanging out, we were talking to him, and he told me he loves to gamble. And I think my eyes got about this big. I was like, "Let's go, dude! Let's go to see him now!" I was like, "That was fun." So, this is Brett.
This is my roommate, Brady Badker. He graduated from Menominee. He's a big golfer, loves the golf. He also loves the Island Resort Casino, just like me. He's going to be going to NMU to study business management in the fall.
This is my roommate, Kanan Nelson. He graduated from Stevenson High School. He plans on going to Finlandia to continue playing football and pursue physical therapy and sports management. He has 2 sisters, 1 brother, stung by jellyfish, loves lasagna, and unfortunately he's a Packerbacker. But he does like to hunt and fish, so that was pretty alright with him.
This is my roommate, Johnny Nutkins. He graduated from Newberry High School. His favorite color is red, probably why he's on the red team. We got along pretty good. We talked about hunting and fishing a lot, both had good hobbies. He's sadly a Lions fan. He's going to Ferris State University to become an HVAC, and he proudly serves our country in the National Guard, so that's that.
This is my roommate, Ryan LaPlante. He is from the Sioux. He has 3 siblings. He plans on going to Ferris State to major in physical therapy. He plays linebacker. His favorite team is the Detroit Lions, and one of his hobbies is jet skiing.
This is my roommate, Alex Nazer. He is a receiver from North Central. He has 3 siblings. His favorite team is the Lions. He's continuing on to go to Baker College for diesel mechanics. He has won the state championship with North Central 2 times, and he taught me how to tie a tie a few hours ago. This
is my roommate, Troy Corrigan. He's a brutal kid, super loud all the time, never sleeps. No, he's a great kid. He's from Lake Linden. He's going to Grand Valley State University for engineering. He likes fishing. Sadly, he is one of the many Packer fans. I don't know how there is so many, but favorite movie is Talladega Nights.
This is my roommate, Kip Kangas. Went to Calumet. He's going to go Gibek for business. His favorite football team is the Lions when they win 2 games out of the whole year. His favorite hobbies are golfing and bow fishing.
This is my roommate, Brody Kopp. He graduated from Kingsford and he's going to NMU to play football. He's going to be a DB. Me and Brody have been playing against each other in sports since I was in 6th grade maybe, and it's fun for it to come full circle and have him finally on my team.
My roommate is John Hansen. He graduated from Gladstone. He plays wideout. He plans on attending Concordia, Chicago to play football there, and he's majoring in accounting. And throughout all those years we've played, I think this is the first time we've actually talked to each other. And he's a really cool guy, nice guy, really friendly, and I'm glad he was my roommate.
2 claps and a Ric Flair.
This is my roommate, Joe Gimbel. He's from Menominee. He's going to play football at Lakeland and study exercise science. Some of his nicknames are Gims, Bart, and Shady. His best football moment was beating Marinette 4 times in a row. He has 3 sisters and a brother, and regardless of the loss of brownie points, he's a Bears fan. His favorite professional athlete is Khalil Mack. He likes hunting, fishing, lifting, and working on his car. He's the first person to play college sports in his family, and he spends a lot of money on his car. And we struggled for about 15 minutes watching the same video, how to tie a tie. And we had to have other people tie them.
This is my roommate, Wyatt Coleman. I call him Coleman. And he went to Marquette and graduated from there. His plans after high school are to attend NMU for industrial maintenance. His nickname is Doge or Cowboy, apparently. And his best football moment was blocked a punt and turned it into a scoop and score. He has 1 sister. His favorite NFL team is the Broncos. And his favorite professional athlete is a wrestler named Kyle Dake. His hobbies are music, and he's in a band. And he can solve a Rubik's Cube in 40 seconds.
This is my roommate, Cade Lesperance. He graduated from Menominee. He's planning on going to Central Michigan for electrical engineering. His nickname is Caterade. He has 3 siblings. His favorite pro football team is the 49ers, and his favorite professional athlete is George Kittle. He also loves gaming, hunting, and golfing, and his favorite musical group is NWA.
This is my roommate, Logan Getzloff, graduated from Bark River High School. He plans to go to Bay College for business. He has 0 siblings. His favorite pro team is unfortunately the Lions. His favorite player is Calvin Johnson. His hobbies include racing, hunting, and fishing. His favorite movie is The Blind Side. And when asked about his favorite musical group, he at first said country, and then followed that by saying Luke Combs.
So this week my roommate was Aiden Belisle. He's going to NMU for
he's going for his business degree, and he hopes to one day own his own business or whatever. He's got one sister that's 21 years old, and unfortunately he likes Green Bay Packers. And he also, his favorite movie is Hustle, whatever that is. And his favorite superpower would be reading minds.
My roommate is Levi Ferrucci. He graduated from Kingsford. He plans to attend UTI for diesel mechanics. His hobbies are hunting, fishing, mudding, and hanging with friends. And his one hidden talent is he can do the splits.
My roommate this week was Toby Wilcox. He graduated from Kingsford High School. In the fall, he plans to attend Michigan to study computer science. His favorite football memory was beating Menominee, and his hidden talent is being able to solve a Rubik's Cube in under a minute.
My roommate this week is Cooper Conway, also known as Coop. He's from Menominee High School. He's going to be attending NMU for sports marketing. His favorite football moment is losing to us. Oh wait, sorry, it says beating Maryland. And then his hobbies are playing golf, lifting weights, and working. His favorite quote is, 60% of the time, it works every time. And a fun fact is that he was born in Nashville, Tennessee.
This is my roommate, Dustin Wolfing. He graduated from Marquette. He'll be playing linebacker for us tomorrow, and he wants to become a personal trainer, and his hobby is weightlifting.
This is my roommate, Trevor Lippes. He graduated from Park River, and he is going to Bay to finish his business degree, and his hobbies are hunting and fishing.
My roommate was George Eddington. First impression I got was, well, they really paired the shortest kid with the tallest kid. He's from Pickford High School. His hobbies are hunting and fishing. His favorite team is the Packers. Favorite player is Devontae Adams. It's kind of sad. And after high school, he plans to go to the workforce.
This is my roommate, J.R. Tryon. He graduated from Menominee High School. He plans to go to NWTC to study criminal justice. His hobbies are hunting and fishing. His favorite team is the New York Giants. Favorite player is Saquon Barkley, and his hero is his dad.
My roommate was Austin Riddle. He's a graduate from Marquette. I didn't think too much. I know he's a Steelers fan. He has 2 younger siblings. Great leader in them. Couldn't ask for a better roommate.
My roommate was Joey Smith. He's from Rapid River. He plans on going to Finlandia for history, and he'll also be playing football, joining me in the Copper Country. He has 2 sisters and a brother. As a Steelers fan, he's a Baltimore Ravens fan, and as a Steelers fan, that's our rival, so that was a little hard to hear, but and his favorite superhero is the Wolverine, and one interesting fact is he was born in Winnipeg.
My roommate is Justin Drumoon, and he graduated from Marquette. He plays tight end, and his favorite football moment was going up against Menominee junior year when he had over 200 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. His favorite professional athlete is Calvin Johnson, and his favorite pro football team is the Patriots. He has 2 older brothers as well, and he plans on playing football at Valparaiso University, and he tends to major in biology.
This is my roommate, Mason Lippold from Rapid River High School. He plans on attending Bay College for music and liberal arts. And his hobbies include playing music and fishing. And he told me earlier this week that his favorite moment this week at practice was mossing Brady Badker over there. Couldn't have had a better roommate.
This is my roommate, Jacob Wanasaga. He went to Bark River Harris. He plays D-line. He enjoys hunting and fishing. In high school, he wrestled and played football.
This is my roommate, Desmond Mullen. He's planning on going to Tech for college, and he's gonna play football there. He likes to fish. He's a pretty good roommate, you know. He's really smart. You know, it was fun having him as a roommate.
This is my roommate, Damon Smith. He graduated from Rapid River. His plans after high school are to play football at St. Norbert's, and his major is undecided. A little known fact about Damon is that he can also beat the splits. So, go ahead and demonstrate
This is my roommate, Cam Kelly. He is going to Kalamazoo for baseball, and his major will be biology. One of his hobbies is dirt biking. His favorite movie is, I believe, The Prestige. Can you say that? Well, I'm good. Yeah, he was a great roommate.
My roommate this week was Josh Sullivan. He played football at Pickford. He plans to attend Lake Superior State University in the fall, and his major is business marketing, and a little known fact about him is that he built a PC at 9 years old.
My roommate this week was Brody Guara, and he's going to be a DB on our team this week, and his favorite NFL team is the Lions, with his favorite player as Kevin Johnson.
Those are your red team all-stars. While these guys are making their way back to their seats, forgot to make one other announcement. A couple years ago, we made a change at the end of the game. We usually do an offensive and a defensive MVP, and then we do a character award. The coaches all each vote on their team for one player, who exhibits that great character, is the outgoing and kind of embodies, what we want, from these all-star players, and the giving back and the just attitude and teamwork and leadership and all those things. We've done that since the very beginning, but a few years ago, I decided to change the name of the character award to the Jack Audette Character Award. And for those of you from North Dickinson, maybe would know Captain Jack is what we called him. He was on the very first All-Star game in 2008. And I think anybody who was around in that game and in that time, that was the guy. That was what you wanted, somebody to be like, in this game, in this week, and everything that the coaches talked about this week as well. That leadership, the camaraderie. He was the one that led the entire East team to get mohawk haircuts in the front lawn at the dorms. He was the guy who started that and led that charge. So for no other reason, Jack's doing great. He's living out in Colorado. It's not a memorial or anything, but I just thought, as we kind of reminisce with the coaches over the years, about people that kind of stood out, I think we're pretty fortunate to have somebody like that very first year. So we changed the name to the Jack Audette Character Award, and so now the plaque says that. But when we did that a few years ago, we also decided to put a scholarship to that. So the one player from each team that gets the Jack Audette Character Award also gets a $500 scholarship. So I forgot to announce that before. So for the red team, Justin Jermu, and for the black team, Chance Bridgers, they're going to get $500 scholarships. That's awesome, and because it's voted on by the coaches, by them individually, they also fund the scholarship. They were the ones that chipped in the money for that $500 scholarship, so coaches do that. Stand up here, Chance Bridgers is right here. Stand up. And where's Justin Jermu? There you go. Okay. Now we are on to the highlight of the. Well, that was pretty fun. You never know. I love Friday. I love Friday night. I love seeing them interact with parents and everybody else. And I love that we just never know what we're going to hear or see on Friday night. And I can tell you something. In 15 years, I've never seen a Levi Ferrucci do the splits up here. So that was just fantastic. That's a legacy right there. Okay. Rick Popp will be our keynote speaker tonight. Rick earned his bachelor's degree in computer science and master's degree in public administration from Northern Michigan University. He also attended the Wharton Executive Education Program. He played football at NMU and quarterbacked the Wildcats to the national semifinals in 1987, earning team MVP and first team all-conference honors along the way. Rick is an independent leadership consultant. That's what it says on paper. In real terms, he spent the past 30 years in key leadership roles with Ford Motor Company, as well as sitting on the board of many organizations throughout the community. His roles at Ford included human resources, leadership consulting, automotive, manufacturing, higher education, board management, and healthcare. He is a recognized authority on leadership and organization development, and he's provided thousands of people with the tools to reach and maintain peak performance. He works with clients in multiple industries, from startups to multinational corporations, to unleash the full potential of their teams and organization. And he is here with us tonight to share his expertise. Please help me welcome one of the UP's own, Rick Popp.
All right, thank you. I hope the night's not getting long for you. That won't be too long. I just thank you for inviting me. It's an honor, it's a blessing. I just love being here, love seeing what you just did. I thank you for having the event. Let me pile on to thanking all of you. Coaches, Todd, Jody, sponsors, parents, all you guys. Thank you for just having the event. It's so important. Football in the UP is very important. Thank you for promoting it. Congratulations, guys. This is awesome. You know, 40 years ago I was you, and we didn't have this. It's really cool. It's an achievement that you're going to have for your life. Be proud of it. Be proud of it. Parents, be proud of these guys. I mean, for your life. It's great. It's a great achievement. Thank your coaches back home if they're not here. It's a great achievement that you're here. They're proud of you being here. I'm proud of you being here. So why am I here? All right, so a couple of reasons. I'm not sure, but a couple of reasons. One is I feel like one of you. I might be your older brother or your older uncle, but I feel like one of you. Football was so important to me growing up. I played in Iron Mountain. I actually even coached my Flippers the last 3 years, if you can believe that can happen. Big rivals. And it was so important to me, and the lessons I learned in football, as Coach Noah said and others have said, they applied to my life and they apply what I do with clients today. Leaders around the world. Leaders in all facets of life. And I view it as part of my life's mission. You'll figure out your life's mission, but I view it as my life's mission to help people succeed in life. And although I'm like you, I really am. I'm no smarter than you, I'm no more talented than you, I've just had more time. And in that time, I've been able to have some success. And in that time, I've been able to have some failures. And the work that I do is I work with a lot of people, a lot of leaders, a lot of teams. And I've been able to observe firsthand, working with them, living with them, successes and failures. All right, so hopefully I can share a few things with you today. Your life's too short to make all the mistakes that I've made or that everybody's made. So hopefully you can avoid some mistakes and just capitalize. All right, so that's why I think I'm here. And hopefully my words help you a little bit. So let me ask you, why the heck are you here? Why are you here? What skill? I'm going to ask a couple of you guys. Tell me, one of you guys, what makes you special that makes you an all-star and you're here, and there's a bunch of other guys that would die to be here, that would love to be here? Give me a trait, give me a skill. Why are you here? Shout me out a couple. Work ethic. Love it. And I believe that. What else? Fast. You got some skills. Amen. We played against you. I know that. A couple more. Leadership. Grit. I love it. Dedication. All right? What? That's a skill. You can snap a ball. Right? You got to be skilled. You can have all that stuff, and if you can't perform, you're not going to be here. All right? I'm going to tell you guys. Especially when you talk about grit. Now, there's skills all over the world. Right? And there's kids that have more access to skills and camps and other things that you don't have. You got access to good things. You got access to coaches that care about you. But with grit and hard work and all that stuff, toughness, you are rare. And the more and more I work with people and organizations, and I worked in the corporate world, and more it becomes more rare. Those traits are rare. You're special. And the world needs you. The stuff you just said is less and less apparent in the world. You're special. And I will tell you though, what got you here may not and probably won't get you to where you want to be to succeed in life. You got a lot of good things going for you, but I want you to capitalize on that. I'm so passionate about this stuff. I wrote a book on it. I want you to read the book. Just look it up. It's called The Game of a Lifetime. Okay? I know the author. He's a good guy. All right? Read the book. Look it up. All right? There's 9 lessons in the book. I'm going to talk about one of them. And I'm so glad I heard some of the comments. And I'm so glad I got to witness what you guys do. And that the coaches here, and Todd, and the organizers put this together where you get to know each other. You develop relationships. Because the world needs that. So the second lesson in this book is about being a great teammate. And you talked about it. You've heard it a million times in your life. Being a great teammate. The reason why it's so important for me and why I'm focusing on that is you're going to just get more and more engaged in teams the rest of your life. More and more. Hopefully, you're going to have a marriage someday, and that's a team. A family someday, and that's a team. You might play more sports. Several of you are playing again. You're going to be a team. The older you get, your family's a team, your workplace is a team, your church is a team, your community is a team. And the older you get and the more skills you develop, the more important you are to that team. The more people rely on you to deliver what they need you to deliver on that team, okay? Let me ask you to picture team success. How many of you won a state championship? Raise your hand. How many of you have won like a big rival game? Big rival game, huge win. All right? How many of you love the NBA, NFL, March Madness, and see those championships? What's the difference between those championship celebrations and what happened there, and if you watch an equally impressive win, like a PGA tournament or a tennis tournament? What's the difference in those celebrations? Yeah, what do you see in those team celebrations versus the individual celebrations? Yeah? What do you see? Do you see people, do you see at the PGA Tour, do you see like 30 guys crying and hugging each other and saying, I love you? No. No, you see the mom and dad hug. And that's, we're made to succeed with people. We're made for that. Now, I'm not saying don't do individual success. I know some of you are great golfers and all that kind of stuff. But those championships, and the reason I tell you that is that happens in all aspects of life. All aspects of life. I'm going to tell just a couple quick stories on multiple aspects of life. How many of you are going to play more football? Raise your hand. A bunch of you. All right? So you can picture this, and some of you have already done it this week, which I love to hear. So I played on an 87 team at Northern. We had not a good team when I was a junior. I was a backup for a couple of years. It was the best thing to happen for me. Because I came out a star, like you're a star, and I had to sit the bench for a while. Hated it. I'm almost over it. It's only been 40 years. but it was the best thing that happened for me to get humbled. And then when I got to start my junior year, I didn't play well. I threw a bunch of interceptions. I think Joe Noah's team beat us, Saginaw Valley. I can't remember. I'm trying to block it all. And then that next year, and this is where Coach Buck came. I just had an experience today. How many of you know Coach Buck Nystrom? Did you ever get at camps and exposure? I had one of the most moving things because we had this celebration of life for Coach Buck, who died a few months back. And just the connection of guys, like you, 40 years from now, it's like you didn't miss a beat. All right, I'll get sidetracked on that. It was a beautiful thing. But when Buck came to us at Northern that year, we started bonding better as a team in his weird way that he did stuff. And we started becoming more of a team. We come out that next year, same guys essentially. Some guys moved on that weren't great team players. Some of the leaders weren't great team leaders. We became #1 team in the country. We were #1 ranked for 6 weeks, got beat in the semifinals. And as I remember that team, so just even on my offense, we had good recruits from all around. We're the top ranked program in the country, Division II. The left tackles, Brian Franks from Escanaba. The right guards, Coach Harry, Jeff Harry, and some of these guys know from Iron Mountain. Wide out, Joel Yagi from Kingsford. The other wide out, Bobby Mariucci from Iron Mountain. And other Upers on the team. They're on defense. You had Scotty Johnson from Hermansville. You had Brad Gravold from Wakefield. I mean, we had other guys. But it wasn't so much that they were the stars. These guys were the glue for the team. These guys were the guys like some of you are up here that you're funny, right? You care about the other guys. You didn't care if you're getting in the headlines. And I put myself with one of them at that time. When I was coming out of high school, I wasn't that guy. But I was humbled by being a backup. I just cared about winning then. It was about the team. This team's got to be good. This team's got to be better. And that's what those Upers did. Grit, hard work, the things you guys talked about, and great team players. Another quick one. 2 guys came in, both running backs, both studs in Wisconsin. Brad Schieneman, Steve Avery. They come in at the same time. When Brad gets there, he tells me the story. He arrives. He's on scholarship, highly recruited, almost D1, comes to Northern. He's told, you're going to be a linebacker. Devastated. He loves being a running back. And then he finds out the guy he played against in high school, Steve Avery, is going to still be a running back. Now picture Steve was one of these rock band guys. He has hair half colored and cut off. He was a freak, but he's a great running back. So we go, and the beauty of the story is as this team was better, these guys end up finding their niche. Steve plays in the NFL for 5 years. Brad becomes the MVP of that team. And most importantly, we won because of it, and now the best of buds. In your personal lives, and I won't make your parents raise their hands, but you better be a good team player with your relationships. You got to be a good teammate with your girlfriend and wife. And find a woman that is a good teammate. Your life will be miserable if you don't. And she'll say the same thing. You saw Todd and Jody, teammates. I married a hoopster, Wildcat basketball player. She was an awesome teammate. She is today. Don't forget that. Be a great teammate with your relationships and find great teammates. In the workplace, Coach Noah mentioned that as well. In the workplace. I was at Ford Motor Company when we were going to go bankrupt. It's a big deal. Ford Motor Company, we're going bankrupt. And if you recall, GM went bankrupt, Chrysler went bankrupt. We're on our way. We get a new CEO, Alan Mullally. He comes in, and we were targeted to lose $14 billion in 1 year. Right? Is that a good amount of money? $14 billion we're going to lose in 1 year. And guess what? We achieved it. My mom was so proud of me that I worked for a nonprofit company. So what did Alan Mullally do first when he comes in as the CEO? Does he redesign cars? No. Redesign the balance sheet? He did, but it wasn't the priority. His priority was making a team. Ford of Europe, Ford Asia Pacific, Ford South America, Ford North America. It was like different companies in the same company. So picture these leaders around a table. In a couple of weeks, a couple of the guys announced retirement. You know what that means in corporate speak? He got rid of them. He gave him a chance. He said, you could be brilliant. You could be the best in the world. And then they were handled respectfully. But that was number one. It was about teamwork, and he got a team. Another UP lineman. How many linemen? Raise your hand. Linemen. All right. So 40 years ago, if we had this, the guy would be sitting there by the name of Todd Penagor from Iron Mountain. Todd right now is the CEO of Wendy's. Global job, guy from Iron Mountain, great Uper, hard worker, was a lineman. He was a center. I think linemen get this earlier than us fancy pants guys. Right? He was also a star basketball player and probably the best golfer in the UP at the time. But as he sends me his communications that he shares with his leadership team, you know what he calls upon in his memory of teamwork? Being a lineman. Being a lineman, because he says as a CEO, my job is not to make hamburgers and Frosties. My job is to help those who help those who help those make hamburgers and Frosties. And he said, as a lineman, my job wasn't to score and get in the headlines. My job was to make it possible for those to score and get in the headlines. And I say that to the linemen because I just love you immediately. And I ask all you skill guys, never forget that. All right, that's in the workplace. One more workplace one. When the United States announced that they were going to go to the moon, can you imagine this? I mean, you guys, it's like no big deal. We went to the moon. But when the U.S. said we're going to go to the moon, we're going to put a man on the moon. That's a big deal. Some people don't believe it even happened, right? I hope you're not one of those. So we're going to go to the moon. So President John F. Kennedy at the time goes into NASA. He's doing a tour. All the media is all around. And, you know, like a good politician, he's around shaking hands, being a good-looking guy, you know, getting all this stuff. TV was big then, you know, and he sees a janitor. A guy standing on, kind of peeking in off to the back, and the name tag on, and he's standing there. It's pretty clearly he's a janitor. The president walks over, and what do you do here? Was his answer without missing a beat was, I'm helping to put a man on the moon. Now, it doesn't matter what that job's going to be, guys. Be a great teammate. Make it about the mission. The last story, and then I'll jump into something else. Navy SEALs. We know about the Navy SEALs? Probably the most high-performing group, team in the world. When the Navy SEALs have to choose between a couple guys, one could be more talented, more capable, and one is more trustworthy. Where are they going to go? Why do they have to go with trustworthy? And if they don't do their job, what happens to them? Dead. Right? It's pretty simple. You want someone you can't trust on your team, life or death? So treat it that way. All right, so I ask you, are you a great teammate? I struggled with this when I was at your age. Are you a great teammate? Think about it. You don't have to raise your hand. I want you to raise your hand. When you came into this season, you're all stars. Right? You're studs. Were you more concerned and more passionate about being all-state or being an all-star, being all-conference, than your team winning? Think about it. Some of you, not at all. You just want your team to win. But it's all right if you check yourself and say, yeah, I'd rather be all-state. I'd rather have that individual award. I'm okay if my team does okay. I need to get that scholarship. Can you be trusted to do your job all the time, even if nobody's watching? Are you one of these that goes and works out, do your job? Do you make the good decisions that don't hurt your team? Partying and all that stuff that might hurt your team. Think about it. Are you happy for the guys when they get recognized? Are you truly happy for your teammates? Like tomorrow, if you're not the star tomorrow, in one of your buds, even if it's on the other team, has a great day and gets all these accolades. Or you have a great day but you don't get enough attention. All right, be happy. Be happy for that person. Challenge yourself to be a better teammate. Are you a teammate in your family? Does your family think you're a great teammate? As you're growing up, it's all about you. It's all about you. Get what you need. Give, give, give. Drive you to your practices. It's all about you. Now it's time to step up. Right? Be a great teammate in your family. All right? One aspect about teamwork, I'm going to challenge you guys. Anybody getting tired right now, elbow your buddy. Brotherhood. All right? The culture is, for some reason, trying to minimize the importance of brotherhood. That it's sexist or whatever it is. Certainly, Men need women, women need men, women need women, all of it. But men need men. Iron sharpens iron. You need your brothers to support each other. But you're always going to need it. So I'm telling you guys, cultivate brotherhood. I went to this thing for Coach Buck. I'm reunited with guys. It's a beautiful thing. When you have tough times, and I know some of you went through some real tough times this past year, losing a brother. All right? You reach out to your brothers. You check on your brothers. And these are your new brothers. You reach out. Make sure they're doing all right. Be there for them. And why? You become better husbands. You become better dads. You become better soldiers, better priests or pastors. You'll be better men. And football certainly helps build that. The last area I'm going to talk about here is, why do I know this? Why am I so insistent on this? Why do I feel so strong about this? And it has to do with my worldview. And you guys are old enough now to really press into what matters in life. And I'm going to ask you specifically to truly research. And this isn't just to ask the hot-looking chick with tats. All right? This is to really think deeply about who Jesus Christ is. All right? Understand it. Research. I'm not telling you what to believe, but research. Who is Jesus Christ? Why did he come to this earth? And what did he do? What did he do for you? Because you talk about the ultimate teammate. The ultimate teammate, they gave everything. And he was the star. Could have done everything himself. He was the star. He became the one, not in the headlines, and humbled himself and took all the complaints, took all the hits, to the point of dying so that our team could win. All right, I want you to research that. What is this guy talking about? Go research it a little bit more. He did it for us. And so what's your response to that? What's your response? What's our response if that in fact happened? What's our response in life to respond to what Jesus did for us, to make it possible for us to have joy in our life? Here's the answer. He said there's two things you do. One is you do love God above all things. I love football. It pales in comparison to loving God. Love God with all your strength, your heart, your mind, your soul, your body. Second one is love each other like Jesus loved us, to the point that you give everything for the team. I want you to think about that, guys. Be a great teammate in this world. And all this for what? You have more joy in your life right now, like when I reconnect with those guys? Be a great teammate. You don't have those regrets of letting your teammates down, especially during tough times, because you're going to have tough times. Some of you had some real tough times. I feel for you. I pray for you. And some of you are going to have it. We all going to have it. That's life. And in the end, we'll have the greatest celebration, the greatest victory in the locker room that a team could ever even imagine, and it's for eternity. All right, so in closing, I just want to say congratulations again. I'm proud of you guys as a fellow Youper, somebody who just loves what you're all about, and the world needs more of you. Thank you all. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, everybody, for inviting me. Thank you, coaches, for all that you do. Thank you for having this event. The world needs more people like you guys, hardworking, gritty, great teammates. All right, and it's all for the glory of God, who made you and made you all-stars. And he loves you. So good luck tomorrow. God bless.
Yes, Rick Pop, once again. Love that. We have that in the weight room at home, you know, as iron sharpen iron, so one man sharpens another. So I challenge you also, I challenge all you all-star players, you know, to make a difference, whatever that is, you know, whatever small difference that makes at home, your youth program, at the workplace, whatever it is. You don't need to start an all-star game, you don't need to run Ford Motor Company or anything else, but take what you've been given and know that somebody else helped you get where you are, and help that next group go along, okay? Thank you all for coming, and we will see you tomorrow. The doors open to the Dome at noon. Player introductions start right at 1 o'clock. Players, go to breakfast tomorrow morning and get a good breakfast here. Just so you know, they moved the breakfast. It's not over there. It's actually right next door here. So when you guys come here, the breakfast room is going to be right next door. So get a good meal. Make sure you guys turn in your keys so you can get that envelope back. All right. Thanks everybody, and we will see you tomorrow.